A lot. We're now on 4th generation. Welcome back, Devin. How
Hey,
are you, my friend? What they do so well, and this has been going on now for many, many, many generations. They are master gardeners that share their ability to bring to you exotic plants where every one of them is actually easier to grow than your usual run-of-the-mill, go to the garden center, get a flat of flowers, and hope for the best type of growth. These are called hens and chicks. They're succulents. I consider them to be your very best problem solution plants. I live on a farm where I have livestock that'll eat virtually anything. And I was doing some hardscaping with large boulders, and there was just nothing I could put around those boulders that worked. I put these in 2 years ago. It has absolutely taken off and been amazing.
They fill in beautifully, don't they?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
So this is our 9-piece
That's a big
hens
set.
and chicks winter hardy succulent collection. Now these are not your run-of-the-mill succulents that you're going to find at any of your box stores or garden centers at all. Now what a hen and chick is, they are succulent rosettes that multiply like crazy in your garden.
They're the bunnies of the plant world.
Yes, they make babies every single day. And with this 9-piece collection, you're getting 3 different varieties, 3 of each. You're getting the Pluto, which we've sourced out of South America.
Yep.
They have gorgeous color changing plants that just change as the seasons progress. Next, you have 3 of the Jade Rose, which we get from Europe. We scoured the continent of Europe and found these. These were our favorite because they flower in the summertime and they also change color all year long.
Okay.
And then finally is the Metallic, which we've gotten from North America. And we love these because they're extra large. They will produce babies unlike anything you've ever seen before.
Here's the crazy thing. Now, I bought these. It's been a few years back. I have never watered them.
You don't need
Zero.
to. Yeah, isn't that
They're called
incredible?
a succulent for a reason.
Yeah.
Like a cactus, they will pull, when it does rain, they will pull more than enough water to sustain themselves for many, many weeks on end. I've never had to water them.
They are literally no maintenance plants. They are totally drought tolerant.
I'll go out every once in a while and we'll show you this.
Yeah.
And I'll break off a little piece and I'll plant it in another area. And I do it,
That's what we
couple
love
times a
about the
month.
hens and chicks is they multiply like crazy. Now what I have in my hand is one of your 9 pieces. You plant this along your borders, along your walkways, graveled patches,
in places
anywhere.
where things would not normally grow.
Where nothing else grows and where the hose doesn't reach.
Yes.
You plant this and this mama hen is going to produce all of these baby chicks. You see these? These baby chicks, you can leave them be or pluck them right off.
Pluck them and they become
somewhere else.
another complete plant in
Yeah.
a matter of just a few short weeks.
Yes, and this one plant is going to turn into something that looks
And by the way, here it is March, which is when these plants are at their least attractive. Look what happens
you see that border
through the summer.
That is what hens and chicks are all about. They just continually produce new baby chicks all season long. So they'll fill in all of the gaps around the garden. Here you can see the metallic.
There they are with big boulders. Yep. Those are the
Inside the
metallics.
cracks of your rocks where weeds grow. Plant these, the weeds will no longer grow, but these will multiply like crazy. Here is the Jade Rose flowering in the summertime. Metallic in the middle of the summer, planted in containers alongside your stone crop. It makes for a wonderful succulent border or in a succulent mixed container. Next you see the Pluto. I love this because even in the winter, these don't die back. They're not just evergreen year-round. They are just beautiful plants year-round. Even in the snow, they look their best. And then is Jade Rose, probably my favorite because it has this wonderful red color. Look at how intricate these are. And this is a no-maintenance plant. You don't even need to water it.
You could do some really cool decorating with it. It is such problem solution. There's my answer, by the way.
I love it.
Big
right?
boulders where there was absolutely nothing else that would have grown.
Yes.
The first year, you may not get spectacular flowers, but the second year you will, and then they take off
and they
from there.
multiply all year round.
It's
you see,
investment gardening.
this Jade
Absolutely.
Rose, we started with one plant and it just created all these little babies. And then you can keep the babies there or go and pluck and plant them.
That's what I do.
It couldn't be easier. So I have this wonderful planter right here filled with all of these beautiful hens and chicks. You know, I'm thinking, why not share the love? So I go to my garden, I just pluck it right off.
And again,
plant it somewhere else.
This is what you're going to get. You get a full selection 9 plants, you'll be amazed how far these 9 plants will go in 1 year's time.
There's way more than 9 plants on this tray already.
Now I think I bought 4 sets when you did it, because it was a complete rock wall, a boulder wall. I've done 0 maintenance on it since, and I've been thrilled. And we now have hens and chicks. This is really weird. I had never heard of these until you folks came to QVC. And you folks just started doing them, what, about 5 years ago?
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, I guarantee they're popping up in garden centers.
You can find them.
But they're not the European designs. They're not the South American designs.
We scoured the world for these. The ones that you find at your garden centers are going to be brown or green year-round. These ones, they have the best color-changing properties. They'll change with the seasons. They multiply the fastest, which this planter that I just planted, if you see, I planted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little chicks in this pot.
In a few weeks, that pot is going to become this.
Yes.
Up here, one pot up. That becomes this fast.
So fast. That's why your 9 plants will easily fill in a 10-foot border within the first year, and it just keeps going. And then the next year you can do a whole nother 10-foot border, and the next year another 10-foot border, and it just keeps on going and going. It couldn't be easier.
I shouldn't tell you this because I know how much you love plants. I've accidentally run over these with the tractor.
Yeah.
It didn't kill them. I have sheep that don't eat them. They'll trample through them. It doesn't
totally
affect
deer
them.
resistant.
Yes.
And it couldn't be easier to make these borders. You see the metallic, how they just fill in. You give them space to grow, and they'll just produce little baby chicks that will just fill in all the gaps around the yard. This is a no maintenance plant. Their Latin name is Sempervivum, which literally translates
lives forever.
Forever. You know it. You know your Latin, Dan.
Yeah, I didn't know. That was interesting.
Here's Pluto. In winter, they still look their best.
Do these usually grow at very high altitudes?
They actually are native to the alpine areas of Europe, about 8,000 feet above sea level.
That's what I thought.
So these are all winter hardy down to negative 25 degrees Fahrenheit. So plant it, you live in Pennsylvania, plant it right in the earth. They're not just gonna be coming back every year. They never go away. They multiply year round, flower in the summertime, and they couldn't be more proud plants to have in your garden.
It's the problem solution plant brought to us by the only people who can do it this way, and that's Roberta's. Try these. I think you will be thrilled. They guarantee you success. Now, I said I've never watered mine, never had to, but what I do is I will fertilize them with the Roberta's Spray and Nourish, and I'll do that about every month.
Yeah, it makes up to 500 quarts of fertilizer. It's a wonderful concentrate. Use it on everything from your Meyer lemon to your lilac plants that you're going to be seeing up here soon. Everything in the garden it works wonderful with.
When will you ship them to our customers, Devin?
When it's time to plant. Just locate yourself on the map. Wherever you live corresponds to a day.